Have you guys ever had the situation where it's like you can't find nothing to do today? It's like you have the time, you have the energy, you're off work, but there's just really nothing good to do. And then just out of nowhere, a dildo just comes out of your like window and just slaps you in the face twice. And then you sit there and you kind of think about it and you're like, Ferb, I know what we're gonna do today because a dildo just went screaming across my room and slapped me on the cheek twice and gave me a good opportunity. Now, this absolute homunculus of a specimen is called 29-year-old Jason Thomas Nichols, or his crime-fighting name is Harry Dresden. And now you're probably wondering, why is he trying to assault a Ring camera? Now, what bits and pieces that I'm getting online right now is, apparently this guy just came up in a trench coat with like a Demon Slayer t-shirt with some flip-flops, and just knocked on this random homeowner's place asking for their daughter or something. And for some reason, this guy just completely just melts down. And I'm not even joking with you. This guy's like the same color as like Mountain Dew Code Red. Like, this guy just completely just starts melting down at the Ring camera. I'm not kidding with you. There's like this one part where he tries to kick down the door, and I guess he forgot that he wears flip-flops and not his like combat boots. So he just goes and kicks it, and like he gets staggered for like 2 seconds.
I don't know what you want, man. Get out of my house.
Open this fucking door. Where's your daughter, man?
Man, talk about like rolling a 12 and hitting a 2. Like, he hit his fucking toe.
Where's your daughter,
What are
man?
you talking about?
Where's your daughter? Who's in there with you?
Bro, if you don't
Open this
leave...
fucking door. Open this door, I'm breaking it fucking down. You understand me?
Look, you can't convince me that you're some badass dude when you have like a trench coat, an anime Demon Slayer t-shirt, and just some random reason, some fucking flip-flops. Only in the state of California you would see some crazy shit like this. Now, I don't know if this individual is like firing on all 4 cylinders because he's claiming that he's Harry Dresden, and that's like a book series, so I don't know if he's like going through some like identity crisis, or like he's like just melting down, like his brain's just corroding as it speaks. Now, my theory is his frontal lobe is like overheating, like his frontal lobe is like going like 90 degrees Celsius, so like, you know, he's like melting down and like it's causing him to like throttle. So I think we need to get like, my solution is, by the way, is to get Linus Tech Tips to come down and install like a 360 millimeter fan into his frontal lobe with RGBs to see if it'll cool him down. I think we can all see that this guy is clearly deranged, but I swear to you, it gets even weirder because he knocks at the door and like, no shit, he acts like a Five Nights at Freddy's like animatronic, right? He stands there for like a solid minute just not moving.
Can you leave my house, please?
You open the door, please.
You have nothing to do with my house. Can you leave my house?
You know what my name is?
I don't know who you are. You don't belong to this neighborhood. That's for sure.
This is my neighborhood, though.
What an absolute 180 in language, man. The homeowner's just like, please, just get off my property. And then he's just like, well, this neighborhood is my property. This guy's get up is like the Netflix series of like the Columbo reboot, but without any of the like the charisma and like any of like the personality of Columbo.
Yeah, I live there. I don't know you.
My name is Harry Dresden, motherfucker.
So let me get off some very quick context on why he's calling himself Harry Dresden. So apparently Harry Dresden is a fictional character from the Dresden Files, which what I can gather online is kind of like a book series, which follows a character named Dresden, who is a professional wizard and is a private investigator from Chicago. Had no clue that this character existed, and it's probably because I don't read any books. But anyway, I thought that was important for you guys to know. We can continue.
Open the door. This is my neighborhood. Open the fucking door.
You know, man, I really do blame Eugene Webby on this one. He over here set his son on the loose, hopped up on acid. Now his son thinks he's a Neko baby Punisher. It's a real damn shame of what these celebrities do to their kids.
Now, or I will fucking end you. Do you understand me?
I don't know if you guys noticed it, but even as the homeowner's calling the police, he's even cracking up at this just absurdity. Ladies and gentlemen, we are looking at an individual who has taken life lessons from Batman, Spider-Man, and probably whatever the fuck he found on Reddit. Because this guy just doesn't know how to act as a human being. I wonder what set him off more, him not being able to get in or the Eugene Levy joke. I think with the footage that I've just displayed here, you can tell that this person is a very disturbed individual. So this guy just desperately wants to get into this person's house to get his daughter for some reason. Maybe he wants to turn his daughter into like a Discord kitten or something. Like, I don't know what's up with these guys nowadays. So as he's huffing and puffing and trying to blow this house down, he's also trying to threaten the homeowner's life. But if you would look down and see the actual time on this video, you would see that we still got a lot more time left. And it's mainly because this guy somehow, I don't know what happened. I don't know if it was like a Dead Rising 1 kind of scenario where like an old woman had to get her poodle from outside and she like just opens the door anyway. But he somehow gets inside the house.
Where the fuck is she? Huh? Victor, you around?
Now, I was pretty confused on why he said Victor, but if you go back to what I was talking about when I did the context thing, apparently Victor is like one of the main antagonists from that series, and it's like Victor Sells. Either this guy's a huge fan and he's trying to cosplay as this like Dresden guy, or this guy's just completely loony and you can't tell reality from fiction.
What the fuck up? I'm telling you, I'm giving you a chance right now, man. This is the third room, bro. I'm giving you a fucking chance. Get the fuck out of my house. This is the third room, bro. I'm telling you, get the fuck out of my house. Please. Just answer the question. Get the fuck out of my house. Answer the question, please. There's no one in there. There's 3 rooms, man. I don't know who you are. You better get the...
Should I say it? Fuck it, I'll say it. This is why the Second Amendment exists. You have this hard-working guy in California having to deal with this delusional little freak sniffing through his house like he's got some kind of like drugs or fucking kidnap victims, having to hold a goddamn shovel just to defend his right to be in his own home. Ain't that just a little bit nutty? Like, I think that's just nutty. Like, just imagine just a what-if scenario that this Harry Dressman guy brought a gun to this guy's house. Do you think that shovel's gonna do something to a 9mm? Honestly, thank God he didn't, because it would definitely be a different outcome if he did brought a weapon. Anyway, this homeowner was able to get Harry Dresden to get out of his house, and the police were called and they finally arrested this Harry Dressman fellow.
Fairfield Police Department.
Just in case if you were guys wondering, he's facing 4 felony charges. The 4 charges that he has is assault with deadly weapon, criminal threats with the intent to terrorize, first-degree burglary, and vandalism. His bail is set at $35,000. Just an absolute wacky individual that we've seen here. You know, there's some days where I feel like I'm weird, and like I'm probably like the weirdest person on the planet. And then I look at guys like this, and it's like a weird kind of validation. Like, it's like, I'm weird, but I'm not as weird as these people. You know what I mean? It's kind of like, there's like these certain people that believe that there's different layers of like heaven and hell. So like, depending on how good you were in the past life, you would get like a better heaven. Or if you was like the worst guy imaginable, you get like the worst hell. I kind of like to think that there's like a layers for loser. Like, for example, like you have like the top losers that like they look like 4s and 5s and they have like a really crummy job, but they have that one little niche that makes them a slightly less loser. And I like to think that I'm like the bottom row of that, where it's like I have a niche, or I have like something that makes me a little bit better, but it's not really useful, like drawing, or like just sitting here just thinking on a microphone, right? And then you have guys like this that are just at the complete bottom of like loser. Instead of like having some kind of like redeemable quality, or like something that like offsets their loserness, it's like they have debuffs to their like character, right? And like the only unique trait that they have is the medication they have to take to not hallucinate. But that's pretty much it. Like, comment, subscribe, skilly boppity boop. I'm out.